Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Anthony, here to give you guys another movie review. This time it is for the Netflix original film, The Woman in the Window. So I've been looking forward to this film for a long time. I think it's supposed to come out like 2 years ago. I don't know. Since the pandemic, time is like an abstract thought. But I was really looking forward to this. It has one of my favorite actresses in this film, Amy Adams. I feel like she can do no wrong. I mean, it's like ever since Enchanted, I was like enchanted by her. But I really like Amy Adams, and it's a thriller mystery film. You know, it's like, is she really crazy? Is she not crazy? I really enjoy those type of films. Sometimes I'm mostly disappointed with that type of film because I feel like they don't really get to the point. They try things and they don't really work out. And in this film, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I do think it's better than most films in the genre, but we'll get into it. A agoraphobic woman living alone in New York begins spying on her neighbors, only to witness a disturbing act of violence. So this movie, like I said, and I feel like I've been saying throughout a lot of my reviews this year, had so much potential. You have Amy Adams. It's beautifully shot. The cinematography is really good in here. If I have to give it a positive, start off on a positive note, the cinematography in this movie is top notch. I do think it goes a little bit too far, and you know, the director and the cinematographer is taking chances, which I like to see. You know, you should always take chances in everything that you do. They don't always pan out, and that's like this film. They do some kind of shots where you can tell that they're trying to make it like, look at this, this is inside of her mind and inside of her brain. This is what she's seeing, perceiving. And it's stuff that we've seen before. If you've seen any kind of movies like over the decade, there's gonna be a movie that you've seen that's pretty much like this, where they explore somebody's mental illness and their mind. Are they crazy, are they not? So it's not something new, but I do give them credit. I do give the director and the cinematographer credit for just attempting something new. But like I said, it doesn't always work, and it just kind of threw me out of the movie a little bit, and that with the pacing of the movie kind of comes to a head. It crashes against each other. So you have the cinematography, the like over the top cinematography at times, and then you have the kind of chaotic pacing of this movie. And like I said, it's just a shame because you have great actors in here. Top to bottom, Gary Oldman's in here, Amy Adams, like a list of people. I can go on and on of the list of the actors on this list. Really good. And you also have fake Captain America in here. And also Sam, you know, Falcon is in here. So I was like, wait, is this a reunion of the Winter Soldier and and Falcon? This movie also does a good job of doing the misdirection in these type of thriller mystery films. You know, you always have to have that, who is actually behind it? Is she actually crazy? They do a good job of making you think. And if anything that this movie achieves is that. Because in these kind of films, you want to get your audience guessing and thinking throughout the film. And it did that. I was thinking about the whole time. I was also thinking about, what can I have for lunch? Because I was hungry. I did get into it a little bit in my pros, which was the cinematography. At times it can feel a little bit like artsy fartsy. And you know, if you've been watching me, you know, I don't really care for that kind of stuff. I'm not really into the whole like, you know, stick your nose up. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to tell you something with my art kind of. And I know that kind of stuff has its place in film. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and say that like all that stuff all the time when a movie does some kind of artsy presentation in their film, I don't like it. No, that's not true. There is films that I enjoy that do that. Just in this one, I didn't feel like it fit the movie. And touching a little bit on the story in the pacing, at some moments she would be talking to somebody that is not there, but it sounds like she's talking on the phone, but then on the screen they're just showing her like wandering around and looking in the window, which I know the movie's called, you know, Woman in the Window, but you don't have to literally show me her looking at the window and then have all this background noise. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to make it like, is this all into her head? You know, she's taking meds, she's drinking wine, all this stuff. I knew what they were trying to do. It just came off as noise to me. But overall, guys, I think that this movie's okay. I don't think it's a terrible movie. I know right now it has a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty damn low. I don't think it deserves that low of a score. If I was going to score, I know I don't usually score my movies. I just tell you if I like it or don't. But if I was going to score it on like a Rotten Tomato meter, I'd probably give it like 56, 60%. I don't think it's a terrible film. But guys, the most important thing is for you guys to let me know what you thought of the film in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think Amy Adams finally needs to be acknowledged? We have to acknowledge the greatness that Amy Adams is. But guys, also check out my Twitter so you can stay up to date with my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all this stuff. It really helps out the channel a lot. And remember guys, keep watching movies.